Start a church here in Grand Rapids. I told him I could. And then he said, well, maybe I can't ordain you then. That would have been really good to know when we started this conversation. And one of the things that day, we'd been talking for a couple hours, and he was kind of celebrating the fact of how much of a free thinker he was outside the box. And then with due respect, I said, well, Bishop, I agree with that, except for right now. You only know one way to do it. And that's the way you've always done it, and that's the expected outcome. You might want to think outside the box.
Amen.
And he just sat there for a moment. And then he got this big grin and busted out laughing. You are so right. Okay, what are they? And then 2.5 years ago, a few years after he went home to be with the Lord, in 2017, my wife Sue and I followed the leading of God to plant a church.
Amen.
Central Bible Ministries.
Amen.
In Grand Rapids.
Amen.
And finally fulfilling that part of continuing his legacy that he wanted us to do.
Amen.
And I met him at a ministry that was designed to come alongside and love on and encourage and network with people getting out of jail and prison. That's what the Men on Purpose luncheon was all about. That's where I met him. And so the vision God gave us is to start a church to minister with people who have previously been incarcerated.
Amen.
So we have him, well, this morning, Central Bible Ministries, the person preaching is a returned citizen. And it's also leading worship.
Amen.
And then another one will be serving communion. And then another returned citizen will be preaching tomorrow night. We do Sunday mornings and Monday nights. And it is so good to see what God does. When you're willing to follow Him.
Yeah.
And see, God doesn't really have any boxes.
All right.
So outside the box is normal for God.
All right.
And it ought to become that way for us.
Amen.
And that's a good thing. So I have a question for you. Does anybody remember the official start date of your church? How about July 1, 1979? And as I looked at, yeah, look at that, you got it right up there. As I looked at that, I said, oh, this is interesting. That you invited me to speak today. Because it was June 7th, 1979, that I was ordained the first time as a pastor.
Amen.
Then June 24th, 1979, that I was installed as the associate pastor at New Life Community Church
Amen.
in Long Island, New York. So I've been a pastor for 46 years. You've been in church for 46 years. And you guys have an awesome pastor. And if you wonder if we're really brothers or not, he whispered to me up here 36 years ago when he was preaching his first sermon here. The text was Luke 19, verses 1 to 10. The exact same text God led me to speak from this morning. So turn there with me, please. Luke 19, verse 10 verses. And Jesus entered and passed through Jericho. And